sunny blue skies, but oh so cold. I think it's around -16 this morning. Feels colder though with the wind, but yeah, so just out on my morning walk, doing a Spanish lesson, and just thought I'd come in here. It's been a while since I've posted from home here in Canada, Ontario. So just a quick update really. We were last in Panama. Oh God, when was it? I can't remember when it was now. It seems like forever ago. I think it was April or May that we were there last. No, it was in the summertime. It was July. We got our second visa, which is we got a temporary one first, then we had to go back once that temporary one expired, and the last one we got was a two-year visa. So we have that now, and we can now go back and forth over the next 2 years, and once we've done that, we can then apply for another temporary visa after that one, and then I believe you get your permanent one after that third visa expires. So a bit of a process, but yeah, we are currently getting the house ready to put on the market. We've lived in that house now for about, well actually come June it'll be 14 years. So yes, it's actually flown by. So we just needed to replace a few like kitchen cupboards that had got a bit worn, and some carpet here or there, and just touch up, repaint the whole house. And so our house has been a little upside down, but what we've also been doing is every other day just getting a pile of stuff together that we know that we don't want, and just donating it or giving it away to family and friends. So we're trying not to make it be, too overwhelming to do all. We haven't actually booked a date that we're leaving yet, but we know that it will be, at least sometime this year. So once we've got our house sold, then we'll have more of an idea of when we're actually going to be going to Panama. But yeah, so it's a process. I mean, I was expecting it to be hard to get rid of stuff that we've had for years and years, and you find stuff that you forgot that you had, or little memories and stuff like that. So that's been quite hard for me. Sort of underestimated how hard that would be for me. But I think once you get over that initial, it's stuff that I've had for years. I've never used it. I've never looked at it. It's just stuff, right? But I heard someone say the other day, it's not just stuff. It's your memories. It's your life, and it made you who you are, and your journey through life. And I get that as well, because I'm like, oof, it's hard just to get rid of stuff. But I think now I've started doing it bit by bit, it's becoming easier and easier to do it. I'm just thinking, do we want to have it with us wherever we go? Because we're planning on, moving around quite a lot. We don't want the hassle of having too much stuff. So ideally, we will probably put together some stuff that we absolutely want to keep, that we don't want to travel with us, and have it stored with family or friends or something, or family somewhere. So that would be an alternative for stuff that I absolutely can't get rid of. But at the end of the day, it's just things. You know, things can hold you back. We don't want to be held back. We want to keep moving and, you know, living life. So, yeah, so we're busy doing that at the moment. Sorting, organising, and, yeah, just, I think it's in the back of my mind. I am excited about it, because I know once it's done, I'm going to get that feeling of relief, and like it's the new beginning, you know, new life. So yeah, we are actually going to London, England, shortly as well. We're going to be going to a family function, so we'll be in England. I'm also going to renew my passport, my British passport, and from there we're going to be going over to Southeast Asia for a trip. We just thought, because we're going to be in England, it would be easier for us to get over to that side of the world from there. So why not just take a trip whilst we're there? So hopefully by the time we leave for that, our house will be on the market. And the whole point was, like, you know, over here, I don't know if it's the same wherever you live, but when you put your house on the market for sale and they do viewings, they want you to leave. So the house is empty. They don't really want the owners there, so, which makes sense. But in England, it wasn't like that. They'd do a viewing and you would be there and you would show the potential buyer around. So a little different over here, which I get it, whatever. So we just thought, well, do we want to be having to leave our house, you know, and do all that? And I just thought, well, why don't we just put it on the market, leave the house empty, and we'll go on a trip. And hopefully, whilst we're away on this trip, the house will get sold, and that will be a much easier way of doing it. So that's the plan. Whether that will happen, obviously nobody knows, but that's what we plan on doing. So I will take you guys with us when we go to Southeast Asia. I'm very excited. We're going to be going to Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, where else? Kuala Lumpur, somewhere else I'm forgetting, but we're doing that whole trip, so should be good fun. Be nice to get some sun. It's absolutely freezing here. Absolutely freezing. I think this is the coldest winter it's been in a while. Lots of snow. So yeah, it'd be nice to get away and chill for a little bit, and then come back and make some definite plans for our move to Panama. So anyway, I'm going to put my phone down because my hands are freezing and I need to put my gloves back on. So I will see you back at the house. Hi guys, so it's just a few days later. We are getting ready to go on our trip. We're putting the house on the market. We've had a little bit of interest already so far, so hopefully, like I said, the house will be sold whilst we're away, and we don't have to worry about it. So that's where we are right now with the house. So visa wise, we went and got our 2-year visa last time, so that's going to last us for 2 years. And just before that 2 years is up, we'll need to go back to Panama. Well, hopefully we will be in Panama by then anyway, but we will need to apply for another permanent visa, which is 5 years. So then we get a temporary visa and then another 5-year visa. So there's like to get permanent residence there is about 6 steps. So yeah, so at the moment We don't have a date obviously for when we're going to be moving to Panama because we haven't sold the house yet. But once we have that, I will let you guys know, and then the countdown begins. As I mentioned before, we do have the Panama relocation tours that we signed up for, like the whole program, and they've actually given you like a 6-month countdown list, so that's been really useful. So we've been using that, just things that you don't really think about, things like obviously you have to change your credit card information, put in your forwarding address, figure out all your banking, and you know, just things that you never really thought about. So we're gonna actually start doing a few of those things as well when we get back. Well, we've already started doing some of them. Like obviously we've been clearing out the house, getting rid of stuff that we don't need, making sure that we have all of our passports up to date and ready to go. And yeah, so we're getting closer. I think I posted my first video just over a year ago now, so it's been, you know, a longer process for us, but that's just how we wanted it to be. But obviously it can go much quicker depending on your circumstances. So yeah, about year and a half to 2 years that it's taken us. By the time we actually get there, that will be the time that's elapsed. But you know, it's been quite a smooth process, I would say. I think getting rid of my stuff or our stuff has been the hardest part of it for me. You know, you've had stuff from like when the kids were small, or memories from yourself, and you're like, well, I don't really need to hang on to this stuff. I mean, I'm going to give a lot of it to the kids so they can have it for themselves, but you know, things like Mother's Day cards and things like that, I'm going to keep them in storage somewhere. Hopefully maybe like a family member will store them for me. So what we really want is to be able to leave with the bare minimum really of what we need. And we're not buying a house in Panama, we're just going to be renting. So we don't really want to be laden down with things to have to bring with us. And we want to be able to move around without having to worry about putting stuff into storage and stuff like that. So that's been the hardest part. You know, I like my shoes and you know, handbags, and it's like, well, how many handbags does one person need? I mean, according to me, quite a lot, but obviously now I have to trim that all down and actually take what I need. And yeah, that's been the hardest part, and obviously figuring that out. So I've been doing that slowly, you know, every other day over the past few months, and just going through stuff and just making trips to the Goodwill, getting rid of stuff. So furniture wise, we've got like a lot of family and friends that will probably give stuff to, and obviously my son has some of the stuff as well. So yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, house sells, we come back, and then the countdown begins. So it's just a short video today, just giving you an update, and we will catch up with you on the next one. Take care.